Greetings everyone, and Grade here with another Roulette 3 replay. There we go. Spawn on the top left side as the green random player. We have, who's chosen the Continent Allies, we have Alvin Trey. Spawn as yellow Empire teammate, we have Troy 78. On the right side as the Cyan Allies, we have Berat is back as random allies. And as the blue allies, we have MOH Kohaji. That's probably not correct. So we've got triple allies, even though two were random. You got a boot camp deployed on out, of course, getting some early doggies. Up north, you got a power generator deployed out by his teammates, off his teammates' build radius for some odd reason. He must not like the Empire player with the tsunami tanks and everything like that. He may want to keep that stuff a bit more safe. You got the Cyan engineer advancing forward, trying to claim that oil derrick. Over here, we got this oil derrick being claimed by green now. Yogi advancing forward, and the dog will not play fetch the engineer's head. Got a pair of peacekeepers advancing forward. Do got a pair of doggies as well. Down south, it looks like a dog does go down to Imperial Warrior, and there was actually no mutual trade there, so he does man to gun down. Nice. Oh, we got a bark there, but it looks like the third Imperial Warrior saved the engineer for yellow. Very, very nice. Good attempt by Cyan. Was that Cyan or blue? Either way, good attempt by team right side. Now got a dog receiving some javelin missiles. Javelins, those are not javelin sticks for the dog to fetch with. They're missiles. Or rockets. This game, I'm not sure they're rockets or missiles. Same difference in most cases, in most games. By the way, you got some shotgun blasts coming in out from blue, hitting some green's peacekeepers. Both these peacekeepers are a little bit battered. Do you have them just going to go inside the garrison? And that will force a mutual exchange. If not, he's actually, yep, he's going to go ahead and get in both these garrisons. He was not going to win fights with them, so might as well get an equal trade, which is very, very good for green. Shotguns now engaging the oil derrick. How un-American, or very American. Shotguns, of course, very American, but destroying oil derrick with shotguns, I'm not sure that's American or un-American. But it's there. Looks like blue does have superior number of shotguns. He does avoid the one that pulled off the shield. And overall, green's getting funneled in one at a time. He needs to regroup his forces. Now the oil derrick is under siege. He has got quite a bit of a garrison here. He should have de-garrisoned the garrison in order to get more forces here immediately. Oil derrick's still up and going. Now got his teammates. Jet Tengu's now pushing way forward. Does have a mass shield there, so now he can advance forward and slowly pick off these guys one at a time, and with his teammates, peacekeepers to boot. Now got a good number of Imperial Warriors here. A good number of them are actually quite wounded. Does get a bunch of them in there. They may try to clear out the garrison, but honestly, this mass clear is great for yellow. As he starts clearing out, he can throw more guys in there, and this is a good trade for the Empire player. He needs a bonsai charge in there. He's not paying attention. Does get in there now. Did lose one of his Imperial Warriors outside the garrison, but now that garrison is quite filled with Imperial Warriors. In fact, one of them is standing on top of the roof, more or less. Over here, do got a big swell of Jet Tengus flying about. So looks like there's a pair of Apollos in the sky for Cyan, but they're a bit battered and bruised, but they do stay alive. Advance forward of some peacekeepers, and looks like blue's getting some good engagement there. There's some good splash damage there as well. And green is going to be pursuing blue's peacekeepers, as yellow's going to be start cleaning up this garrison. He can go ahead and perhaps recover some of these Mega Tengus as are getting a bit damaged there. Does have another garrison there as well. Activate shields, trying to stall out as long as he can. And we've got a massive Vindicator bomber runs coming out by blue right there. We do got two Vindicators here. And these peacekeepers will be slowly picked up. One of them is still alive there. And you could actually do a mass transform to engage the Apollos. You usually see a transform to disengage, but that situation and mass transform for engagement wouldn't be that bad. Good bombs there. Wait, those are 2 bombs each. He may have not been fully reloaded, or B, he may not have the 3-bomb protocol just yet. Now I'm going a bit crazy, and I can't count. It's been a bit of one of those days for me, honestly. We got this garrison garrison, and he will pick off this one wounded shield there. The other one could advance forward, but it's facing the wrong direction, so green could actually pick that one off as well. Green's getting a good engagement there. The veteran will go down, and the garrison was cleared out. Oh, we got a good engagement here by the Apollos and Jet Tengus. I'm also not sure who's a good engagement for. Looks like there's 2 airfields for Yellow, and I think there's like at least 5 or 6 Apollos out in that engagement. Yellow does lose all of his Jet Tengus there. His teammate has put out a defensive mecha or multi-gun turret. We do also have a assault destroyer now on the field. And now Tsunami's coming forward, does use Nano Deflector there to absorb some rounds. Nano Deflector not only gives him health regen, but also damage resistance. Now he's out. Nano Deflector has been turned off. He's doing a good job actually dodging the Vindicator. Not necessarily dodging, but preventing the Vindicator getting a proper bombing runoff, which interrupts its fire. We got Assault Destroyer by Green hitting Blue's Prospector here. Can't crush it, they're out at sea. So no ram maneuvers, that's only meant for the Japanese, or the Empire, I should say. Got a pair of hydrofoils and some dolphins. And now I do have a cryocopter trying to freeze the Assault Destroyer. Green Assault Destroyer will go down. Gain shield there, and likely may get frozen before going down. Nope, does get gunned down, or cannon down. Now I'm trying to engage this construction yard here. We do got some multi-gun turrets here, but Blue's multi-gun turrets are now out of power. Gets a good engagement there, takes out that Prospector. More bombing runs coming in for Cyan. A is constantly repairing up this con yard, and this multi-gun turret will go down, which will likely put him back in the normal power mode, but he can't deploy out that power multi-gun turret he has there until get another power generator out. Which I think we just saw it go up. Yep, power generator does go on down or up. We do have a line of walls right there trying to block that multi-gunner turret. Very nice. Over here we do got multiple assault destroyers for Blue. Cryocopter as well, freezing down the javelin troops. He needs to get these javelin troops inside that garrison. He also needs to laser lock the ground in order to really engage that assault destroyer. But now that's a fully heroic peacekeeper in the mix. And looks like Green's advancing forward with a aircraft carrier. Got a Riptide here. Cryo shot shrinks it down. He tried to freeze, but the shrink can freeze the aircraft carrier, but this one was dodging it. Javelin troops throwing some javelins into the assault destroyer, and good hits there from the hydrofoil warding away these forces. There are 2 hydrofoils here to try to freeze the shrunken one. The wounded one does stay alive and fired. Assault destroyer is almost down, does go down to a peacekeeper inside the garrison as well. Trying to clear out the garrison. There's at least 2 javelin troops there. He does pay for it with both the heroic and veteran one there, while the other 2 does get gunned down. So heroic summon tank does go down to the Vindicators. We do have the engineer and javelin troop, and the javelin troop gets crushed by the tsunami tank there. The MCV is not alive anymore, I don't believe. We also not see a war factory for Cyan, nor a naval yard. Cyan is now locking his technology and structures. That is not good. You can deploy. He's going out command hub there to get out heightened clearance in order to get out more cryocopters. But right now, Cyan's locked technology. He should have deployed out at least a naval yard. Naval yards were really cheap, like 1,000 credits. There's a bomb there, gets a good armor destruction there, did not get the command hub. Command hub going for the heightened clearance now. Blue has the naval yard and the construction yard up. Cyan no longer also has access to any protocols. He has 2 airfields, which is good, but it doesn't have a boot camp out on the field, so no infantry, just Air Force. So he needs to get out perhaps another prospector to over here to get more heightened clearance. Not sure what got bombed there. Looks like Green's Navy does get cleaned on up. We do have a assault destroyer out in the field. And Cyan's pushing forward with a massive Air Force. We do have, what, 3 Apollos, 5 Vindicators, unusual number, but that's enough to actually destroy a ore collector in one run. You have another good number of defensive striker VXs there, and finds himself a bit of damage there onto the cryocopter. Does spot this refinery there. He could potentially engage that ore collector there. Will take out the ore collector. Another aircraft carrier coming in for some bomb runs onto the assault destroyer. But it's there on the Vindicator. Cryocopter's almost down. Looks like trying to freeze down the ore refinery, and the Striker VXs are out of range. Here comes the Jet Tengus, and the Apollos do not manage to stop or intercept those Jet Tengus. And the Jet Tengus are probably going to suicide in the Cryocopter either way. Athena Cannon gains good hits there on the refinery, now elite. And has a small escort of one multi-gunner turret there. Cryo Blast being deployed on out right there. And looks like the Riptide does clean it up. Science Air Force is flying about. They need more anti-aircraft forces there. We've got a multi-gunner turret and a multi-gunner IFV. That does provide a good amount of anti-aircraft purposes. Green only has 2 Apollos. His opponent Zion has 3. Vindicators do receive some fire there. One, the Vindicators or Apollos do go down. Jet Tank is coming in the mix as well. There have to be this. He was a bit suicidal there. I would have kept him around there, but and do got a hydrophone on the field. Trying to pack up. Does pack up the MCV. Getting shield right there. Also somehow invisible. Got Striker VXs on the field as well as multi-gunner IFVs. Looks like Science Air Force is going to get cleaned on up. He does have plenty of economy to get that replaced. And looks like some of the Apollos are just remaining severely wounded. Green's MCV still chilled, trying to redeploy. Looks like that ore collector is taking a weird path right there. And the jet tankers do find themselves a cryocopter taking it out. But it's there on by the Apollos. One, the chopper VXs do go down. Dolphin receiving some fire from the Javelin troops in the houses. We got 2 heroic multi-gunner IVs quickly annihilating one of those Apollos. The other one gets severely wounded. Over here, chopper VXs get annihilated, sparring one. One does get shrunken there, but now the Apollo's being taken out by the Mecha Tengus or Jet Tengus. Focus down any of this infrastructure will be very handy for yellow. Cyan cannot be afforded to lose any sort of infrastructure at the moment. Decides to use the chopper VX there. Does spot the multi-gunner IFV. Trying to engage these forces. Apollo does not go down there. These Apollos advancing forward. Receive a bit of fire as well. His own receives repairs there. Does save only one. Chopper VXs does not get saved either. And the airbase is still alive and trying to freeze down the Mecha Tengu now. That was freeze down the Mecha Tengu. A lot of this force is quite wounded. May just want to get some repairs, but he's high into the aggression now. Aircraft carrier advancing forward with some bombing runs onto Blue's airfield. One more sortie and he will take that out. Got Chopper VX and Elite Chopper VX there. Does survive the bombing run of those Vindicators. This airfield needs repairs. Cyan is low on power as well. Does not have enough power for the multi-gunner turret. And there's nothing he needs to sell, should sell to get that back up and going because he needs everything else on the field. He could actually sell the multi-gunner turret to make sure his production goes up. That may be a bit better option. The chance of him having any sort of value from the multi-gunner turret is very unlikely. MCV packed on up, trying to avoid this fire. There's a very heroic force there. Athena Cannon is elite as well. And getting some good bursts there onto that MCV. Also green right here. I see green on the minimap and I have no idea what it's from. Yeah, I'm really just concerned, like, if you look right here on this minimap... Oh, it's the Apollos right there. How did I miss it? Oh, the Athena Cannon is trying to be run over by the MCV. Apollo's coming for air escort. Bombing run on... And that shield did not come up in time. We got a Mirage tank here. MCV's trying to crush these forces. He does have a very heroic force there. The infantry won't be able to do much. Blue's base is almost completely gutted from that aircraft carrier. Blue's MCV goes down. He's just down to an oil derrick, and that's it. Cyan doesn't have enough to really hold the line as well. Yellow's going to be picking off this forward infrastructure. This would deny his use of cryocopters, or deployment of cryocopters. I don't think Green realizes how little Blue has left, or he has. Both players had not enough. Cryo cannon coming up forward, kills both that stuff off. Cyan now is down to a single airbase. There's no way they can stop this. Blue has a sizable production in base. Yellow does have a decent production in base as well. Yeah, this game's just over. It looks like Blue has back the game, passing off that one power generator and a oil derrick to his teammate, who will not be able to use much get much value from that stuff. And Cyan's back out of the game now. This is Grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay.